Venezuela's toppled leader Nicolás Maduro is now held in a Brooklyn jail on Sunday, awaiting drug charges. That's after he and his wife had been taken by U.S. Special Forces on Saturday. The Brooklyn jail also held other high-profile inmates, such as Jeffrey Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell and FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried. Here's a clip of Nicolás Maduro being escorted through the Drug Enforcement Administration office. Being taken to the Drug Administration office. Maduro is expected to make an initial appearance in Manhattan federal court on Monday. The Justice Department has charged Maduro and his wife with drug trafficking. President Trump said Saturday that the U.S. is ready to stage a second attack if necessary.
We are ready to stage a second and much larger attack if we need to do so. So we were prepared to do a second wave if we needed to do so.
Trump said the U.S. will run Venezuela until there's a safe transition and that Maduro's vice president would lead the nation for now instead of the opposition leader, whom Trump said lacked the respect to govern Venezuela. As for Venezuela's vice president, U.S. officials say they reserve the right to take military action if she doesn't respect U.S. interests. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said there's a quarantine around Venezuela to prevent sanctioned oil tankers going in and out of the country so that the U.S. could exert leverage over what happens next.
We don't need Venezuela's oil. We have plenty of oil in the United States. What we're not going to allow is for the oil industry in Venezuela to be controlled by adversaries of the United States.
Meanwhile, the U.S. has allowed airlines to resume flights in the Caribbean. U.S. airlines canceled flights to destinations like Puerto Rico and St. Lucia Saturday following U.S. operations to seize Maduro. After the fall of socialist leader Nicolás Maduro, Venezuela's Supreme Court is already trying to put another socialist figure into power. Meanwhile, Venezuelan refugees are celebrating an end to autocratic rule after yesterday's military operation. NTD's international correspondent Arian Pazdar has more.
Venezuelans are celebrating after the U.S. captured socialist leader Nicolás Maduro, but the country's Supreme Court is already appointing another socialist figure as the interim president.
It is hereby ordered that Delcy Eloína Rodríguez Gómez, Executive Vice President of the Republic, assume and exercise all the powers, duties, and authorities inherent to the office of the president.
The former vice president used to actively support the so-called socialist revolution of late Hugo Chavez. It's not clear yet how this will play out, as President Trump on Saturday said the U.S. would now, quote, run Venezuela.